I'm not saying that physical matter is created by our faith and that the laws of physics are changing before our eyes, because these things have nothing directly to do with reality. Would you sit in a chair if every time you did it collapsed? What if everything lost its stability? What if physical existence changed form at random and became unpredictable? Wouldn't this make physical existence unreal? Isn't it true that physical existence is real because we take it for granted? It's predictable, and there are consequences if we ignore it. In other words, we have faith in it. Because so many accept the reality of physical existence, it is often wrongly defined as reality itself. Obviously, in the vast majority of circumstances, physical existence is the most significant determinant of the reality a person accepts. However, there are exceptions. Mental institutions have people for whom physical existence has little reality. Mental illness, to a large extent, is determined by the weirdness of the reality a person accepts. It is not the loss of a reality that makes a person mentally ill, but the acceptance of realities that cannot or should not be shared. You don't have to be confined to a mental institution to be insane. The reality of Hitler, Marx, Stalin, Mao, and Pol Pot are classical examples of realities that should not have been shared, and as such, these people define mental illness better than any raving lunatic. They also point out the most dangerous aspect of insanity, the ability of an insane reality to become a highly contagious disease. Realities that cannot be shared will possess you, and realities that should not be shared can infect others. Reality is the only thing worth having, and it can be earned, given, controlled, shared, borrowed, and taken away. There is nothing that matters more to those that want power than to push and force their reality on others. The three forces of reality are love, truth, and misunderstanding, and God created truth to bring misunderstanding back to love. Misunderstanding is a force that evil depends on, and misunderstanding rules our world. Insanity is spread by realities that are based on misunderstandings, the worst of which are realities that justify envy, greed, and irrational guilt and judgment. These are the big three, and usually you can't have one without the others. The evil that comes from the disease of guilt cannot be overstated. Guilt puts the brakes on evolution and is the great destroyer of civilizations. Those that continually push guilt are heartless, full of hate, and seek revenge, not forgiveness, and more often than not masquerade under the guise of social justice that ends with violence against the designated scapegoat. Reality is not determined by what is physical, but by what is spiritual. Reality is the consequence of the spirit and its interaction with consciousness. Realities exist because of what and when they are believed in. Realities exist because there are conscious beings, and everyone's conscious reality emits waves of spiritual force which others are capable of feeling.